what months didn't you pay rent?
I paid rent.
What months didn't you pay? There's no question you didn't pay rent for periods of time. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sitting here because you'd still be in business. So there's no question that for a period of time, nobody makes up a story like this, Miss Graham, that she forgave a certain amount of rent when you came with your mother.
Yes.
Right. So let's just tell me, what months didn't you pay in the summertime?
I paid every month in the summertime. The other person on the lease did not, and I have evidence of that. Because
Who's the other person? I don't understand what you're talking about.
Her name is Amber, and she is the other person on the lease. She is not here, and she is not on the court summons. She is also a signer on the lease.
Show me that you paid your rent.
And Melinda can vouch that I paid in cash, and Amber always did not.
You have to understand that you're jointly and severally liable on this lease. But what are you showing me?
That's her accountability that she has given me. That is the only evidence that I have ever been given that I have paid any rent.
I mean, I don't know whether it's that you're just young or that you're young and thick. She doesn't give you evidence of what you owe. You keep records of what you paid so that when somebody says, can I see evidence of what you paid, you get a check, money order, a receipt for cash, and it's not her burden, it's your burden.
I also have evidence, Your Honor, that she has misplaced payments and that she has changed the amount that she is charging me.
What does that have to do with what I just said?
The fact that she may be slightly irresponsible with keeping book records, because I have evidence that says that she lost $1,000 that I gave her in September.
Could you tell me how many months she owes?
The total rent once we went month to month is $1,430, $350 for her late fees, and then there's $125 to change the locks when she moved out.
The answer is $1,430 is owing for rent.
For rent.
What months is that for?
Okay, September of the $1,000, she paid $500 plus the $50 late fee, which gave her a balance of $550. October, she paid $1,045, and that's what she's talking about. She'd given it to me at the dance studio, and I put it at my husband's desk, and then I went back and I texted her and said, yes, you did pay me that money. I wasn't trying to keep anything from her. November's money order came from Amber, the other girl, and December's money order of $500 came from Amber. And there's been nothing paid since then.
So she owes you for actually her part of 3 months' rent.
Yes, ma'am.
The other girl paid you by check?
She paid by money order, and she had paid from the month to month. She paid me herself instead of giving it to her.
Did she teach with you?
No, she was an investor, Your Honor. But can I ask a question?
No, I don't answer questions. What do you mean she was an investor?
Her daughter danced, and she felt like she could not afford.
Don't tell me what she felt.
Wait,
did you give dance lessons in exchange for her paying half the rent?
Yes, for her and her sister and her niece.
And she paid half the rent?
Yes.
I got it. Okay. $1,430. Now, do you have a bill for cleaning after she left?
I do have a text message from my cleaning lady, but I don't have a bill. She doesn't give me a bill. She just sends me.
Well, you had $2,250 in what was security deposit.
Amen.
Well, you did, because if you were charging her $1,250 instead of $1,000, and the lease for 9 months was $1,000, that means she paid you $2,250 over and above what the lease required. Do you understand?
I understand.
Great. So if she paid you $250, you're more than covered for the rent.
Okay. May I explain, Your Honor? When they come to us to sign the lease, they said they had their money. They came in the night and they said, we only have $1,000. So we're proposing, instead of paying you the $1,000 deposit, can we pay you $1,250 a month rent? And that's what we went on.
Obviously, I know we didn't. This is your contract. It says $1,000. And at $250 for 9 months, she overpaid this lease, which is the only lease I have.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's in writing and signed. She overpaid $2,250. And if what she owes you is $1,430,
plus late fees,
you're still ahead of the game.